I'm moody as So I just got back from vacation. I went to see my parents and they had moved out of state. A little over a week before I left to go see my parents, my mom ended up in the hospital. They ended up doing surgery, and while they were doing surgery, I was pretty calm, but I was not there, so it was kind of easy to, I'm separated from the actual stuff and decision making and all that. But I really wasn't sure if I was going to see my mom again. She's 88 years old and she's very frail. But she made it through the surgery. And I'm so glad. She's done so well. I can't even imagine. I thought her recovery was going to be so much harder. She stayed in ICU for just a few days, and 1 week, I think it was 8 days from surgery, she was moved into rehab to do all the OT and PT. She had 3 feet of her small intestine removed. And I saw her on Monday, so 8 days after her surgery. It was amazing. She looked pretty gaunt and skeletal, more so than usual. But since she's been in there and they hydrated her a bit, and she seemed pretty good. I would never in a million years believed anybody told me that she had just had surgery, let alone in abdominal surgery. I wouldn't believe it. But she did, and I'm hoping that by my daughter and myself going down to visit her, that kind of spurred her on to heal, I hope. While she's been gone, my dad, who has dementia, was actually doing really, really good. My daughter and I went down there last week. And we didn't know she was going to need surgery. We had already planned this visit, but I think it worked out really well that we were there to give my brother a break and to help my mom heal, bring her all those good news, and help cheer her up, and try to help her focus on the goal was to get her body healed and get her back home. I think we did that, but it was exhausting. While I was there, I saw my mom have tremendous bouts of paranoia and anger, forgetfulness. She was mixing up timelines, and it was just really hard to watch. It was really good my daughter was there. It was just a hard week. I was staying at a friend of my brother's, and so it's not what I wanted. I wanted to stay in a hotel, but my brother was very nice and offered space, so we took it, but it ended up being much farther away from my parents than I thought it was going to be, so we just had to do a lot of driving. My daughter had to do a lot of driving. And we didn't get a lot of vacation time. We just spent a lot of time getting my dad to and from to see my mom, and then spending time with my mom. But each afternoon we were able to go do something. But it's been really hard to see my parents like this. This is not unique. I know I'm not unique. If you're lucky, you get to see your parents grow old. Start to think, I'm aging. My children are watching me age right now, and I'm having conversations with my children about my aging. Anyway, I just blabbed about all the stuff I've been dealing with. It's been a lot. I haven't talked about some of it because, I don't know, you don't turn into these things to be bummed out. But this week was a bit of a bummer. I was really hoping to do a lot of thrifting, and I got to one thrift store. So I was kind of bummed about that, but I bought a puzzle. It was $1, and that is the price that puzzles should be. If you're into this journey of mine of aging, elderly parents, and losing your job, hey, like and subscribe.